just have some more cheese, and that often helps, Stinky. That'll cheer you up a bit. Yes, it's good cheddar, that. Yes, have some cheese, dear. Yes, do you like that? Yes, looks good, doesn't it? Yes, that's the ticket. Have some cheese. Oh, it's the poppets. Oh, we're dropping cheese everywhere. Hello, my little poppets, mums and dads, and welcome back to story time once again. Well, Stinky was just having a snack of some cheese. I'm trying to cheer Stinky up a bit because he's feeling a little bit blue today. He's been telling me about school, and at the end of the week we like to sit down and have a chat and talk about his busy week and all the things that he's been getting up to at school. And Stinky has been having a little bit of bother with a boy in his class. Stinky has been learning some new spelling words, and there's a word in particular that he has a lot of trouble trying to spell. What's that? You don't want me to tell the poppets? Oh, it's all right, Stinky. We can share it with the poppets, dear. It's all right, okay? Yes, of course it's all right. The poppets will understand, dear. Anyway, this particular word that Stinky is having trouble spelling is cheese. And he's been quite upset about it because, as you know, mice love cheese and it's his favourite thing in the whole world, but he just can't seem to get the knack of it. He just can't remember how to spell it. So I've been telling Stinky that he will learn to spell the word cheese, and Stinky, all you have to do is keep trying, dear. Practice makes perfect, and it doesn't matter if you have to practice 100 times or even more. You will get it in the very end. Just stick at it, dear, and you will learn how to spell the word cheese. All right then? Yes, you will. Well, Stinky, speaking of today's story is called This and That. And thank you, Stinky dear. And this does look like a cracker, I have to say. A very, very good one indeed. And it's also about a mouse, Stinky. Yes, well, Stinky's going to help me with the book, my dear poppets. And because he's been doing such a marvellous job, and he enjoys helping me with story time very, very much. Don't you, Stinky? Yes, you do. You do a wonderful job indeed. And here we go, my dear poppets. I'll tell you a story of this, and I'll tell you a story of that. Well, there we are, my dear little poppets, and there's a box there with two sweet little mice. Two very cute little mice indeed, and one special little box. Perhaps they're playing hide and seek in the box, Stinky. I don't know. They have lots of fun with boxes, can't you? Yes, you can. I'll tell you a story of a cavernous caves and a chimp with a magic hat. Well, there's a cave there with lots of bats and a chimp, of course, with a magic hat. I wonder what he's going to do with that magic hat. I don't know. Imagine all the fun you could have, Stinky, with a magic hat. Yes, and there's another monkey there clapping his hands and laughing. And there's two mice there diving into the water, and there's a box tumbling there. I'm not sure what's going on. Perhaps they're fed up with the box. I don't know. But yes, they're going to have a swim perhaps. And they've had enough of playing with the empty box. Yes, and I think there's a mouse there riding on the other mouse's back, having a swim. I'll tell you a story of this, Stinky, and I'll tell you a story of that. And now two very wet mice climbing up a tree. There they are, scampering up the tree. Two very wet mice. Perhaps they like to go for a climb. What's that? You like to go for a climb? Yes, well, I haven't climbed a tree in a very long time, but when I was a little girl, I used to like climbing trees. It was lots of fun. I'll tell you a story of two little boys who raced down the road with a cat. Well, there they are there, two boys racing down the road with a cat. Yes, I wonder where they're off to in such a dreadful hurry. Running along there very, very fast indeed. In a dreadful hurry. I wonder where they're going. And an elephant there as well. And now we've got two mice now that are leaping down from the tree. Yes, there's all sorts of strange and peculiar things going on in this book. Yes, Lord knows what's happening, I'm not sure. all sorts of things. Yes, all these animals doing different things, running and climbing and swimming, all sorts of things. I'll tell you a story of this Stinky. And now these two little mice are riding on top of a big grey elephant. Yes, going for a ride on an elephant. How exciting. Way up there on the elephant's back. I wonder where they're off to. Looks like there's a market there. There's some watermelons and some pineapples there as well. I'll tell you a story of this, and I'll tell you a story of that. And there they are, Stinky there. And what's happening on that page? Oh, it looks like a market there. Lots of things, people gathered around there, and lots of things happening on that page. Lots and lots of things. Very, very colourful page indeed. And a giraffe there as well. I'll tell you a story of crazy giraffes who tried to sit on a mat. And there they are, Stinky. Some giraffes there, all tangled up in a rather tangled heap there, lying on a mat. Yes, perhaps they were going to have a game of Twister, and they're all tangled up, I'm not sure. In a tangled mess there on the mat. Yes, they've got very long legs, haven't they, giraffes? Long necks and long legs. And now, Stinky, we have a man riding a carriage there with some horses, and a woman there with a broom chasing those two cheeky mice. And there they are there, running away from the lady with the broom. Yes, you want to keep away from that broom, I think. Lovely bright illustrations in this book. I'll tell you a story of this, and I'll tell you a story of that. And look what's happening there, Stinky. And now the sun is setting, and the two mice are there. Thank you, Stinky dear. Nighttime already. What a busy day these mice have had. A very busy day indeed. Looks like a castle there with a flag flying high. I'll tell you a story of kings and queens who love to have a chat. Yes, well there's the king there, and there's lots of people gathered around and his magnificent castle. Because kings and queens, as you know, live in castles. Yes, they do. It'd be wonderful to live in a castle, I think. Yes, and to have a crown, how much fun it would be to live in a castle and to have a sparkly crown. I'd like that very much, I think. And then I'll tell you a story of this, and I'll tell you a story of that. I'll tell you a story of two speckled hens who are terribly, terribly fat. Oh, there they are there, two speckled hens who are terribly, terribly fat. Yes, I do like speckled hens. Aunt Madness has some speckled hens. She's got lots of hens. And she does have some hens with speckles. Yes, they're quite pretty actually with all their speckled feathers. But now it's bedtime, so I'll tell you a story of that. And I'll tell you, Stinky, a story of this. There's the mice there. And I think they must be tuckered out with all the adventures that they've had. They've certainly been two very busy mice indeed. And now it is time for bed. And bed is one of my favourite times of the day, Stinky. After a long day, you can curl up in bed, can't you? Yes, you can. And I'll tell you a story of how I adore you, and then, and there we've got the two little mice again, and that same green cardboard box there. The little mouse is jumping into the other mouse's arms there, and they look to me as though they are the best of friends. The best of friends indeed. I'll give you a kiss. Oh, how marvellous. I'll give you a kiss. Yes, can I have a kiss, Stinky? 1, 2 and 3. Oh, I love a kiss. I most certainly do. And there they are having a kiss goodnight. How wonderful. I did like this story very, very much. Very, very cute. The end. And that was called This and That. And thank you, Stinky dear. This and That. Ah, Stinky, you did a wonderful job helping me with that book, dear. I'm very, very impressed. What a wonderful job you did. Yes. Oh, you're my wonderful helper. You really are. Well, Stinky, you know what time it is, don't you? Almost time to say goodbye. Yes, it's almost time to say goodbye. But I have a few things I want to say to the Poppets before we say goodbye. Well, my dear Poppets, as I was just saying to Stinky, we have come to the end of story time once again. And I hope that you did enjoy that book. What was that called again? Yes, This and That. It was a very cute book indeed, about two cute little mice, but not as cute as my little Stinky here, I have to say. What's that, Stinky? You want to have a go at spelling that word again? Yes, well, do you think you can do it? You think you can with the Poppets' help? Well, perhaps you can with the Poppets' help. Now just take it nice and slow and we'll see how we go. Now remember, the word is cheese. Now how do you think you spell it, Stinky? C, yes, that's right. H, yes, that's right. Now what else comes after that? You've said C and you've said H. Double E, yes, double E. What's the next one? S. Now there's one more letter. E, that's right, Stinky, you got it right. Yes, you did. Well done. I told you you could do it. And that's the thing, my dear Poppets. You never give up. You stick at it, and if you keep trying, you'll get there in the end. And well done, Stinky. I'm very, very impressed. Good job. Well, as always, my dear ones, thank you for watching. Take care, and until next time, bye.